Hugo Chavez laps up the acclaim as he walks out onto the balcony of Venezuela's presidential palace, victorious at the ballot box for a third time.
Congratulations, everyone, on this memorable day. We stay on top because of your enthusiasm for democracy. That's evidenced by the high turnout, more than 80% of voters.
After 14 years in power, the left-wing firebrand has been accused of edging towards authoritarianism and building his own personality cult. Yet he retains a huge base of working-class support and the ability to mobilise them to vote in droves. With Venezuela's highest turnout in decades, El Comandante won a commanding 10-point lead and supporters spilled onto the streets of Caracas to celebrate.
When capitalism is in crisis and people feel they don't have hope, Venezuela is creating hope for the whole world. Today's win means advancement and transformation. It means socialism.
Meanwhile, there were long faces at the headquarters of opposition candidate Enrique Capriles. Although with 44%, he did better than expected a few months ago, after a strong campaign uniting many behind him. This third Chavez government will face a stronger opposition then.
It's a country more or less split in two. It's a country that could oppose the government and its desire to keep advancing with the socialist project. People could resist that and make the most of the government's mistakes, because the more radical its policies are, the more discontent and unhappiness that generates in the short term.
That's not the only question mark hanging over Venezuela. There's also the issue of the president's health. He claims to be entirely recovered from an unspecified cancer, but the true state of his health is a mystery. He'll also need to tackle the issue of Venezuela's soaring murder rate and reduce the country's dependence on oil. Critics of Chavez also hope for a more moderate rhetoric that might reconcile opponents, but fear he'll see this endorsement at the ballot box as a cue to be more radical than ever.